It's Wednesday, April 10th. Get up, you fuck. Wash that helmet. All them Chiquitas in Omaha. I didn't even know what fucking Omaha was, but I knew I was going. You follow me? I knew I was fucking going. You know why, dog? When I came, I used to think that they were saying American man. I made my mother buy the single and put it at the fucking Spanish bar. And every time I was there, I would get a handful of fucking quarters and keep playing American. I wanted to be such a fucking American at that time. As that little kid, and this song came out. To me, that song is like my national anthem. I kid you fucking not.
I haven't heard this before, and it sounds like the rock. Like if you were gonna make a theme for American rock.
That's it. That American rock, hanging out with rednecks, fucking cowboys, long-haired motherfuckers smoking dope, talking about how to overcome the fucking enemy in this goddamn country. That's how you fucking listen to that shit. You're just sitting there going, let's start by fucking killing the fucking whatever. Anyway, don't get me started. It's a beautiful day to be alive, brother. Fucking beautiful day. Had a great time last night. With Ari Shafir at Cheetahs at the strip club.
I'm pissed off I couldn't go.
Because you're not supposed to go to work till April 29th, and they fucking always put you together. They always do this to you. That hurts my feelings. Well, you're part of the church of what's happening.
What am I supposed to do when you haven't had a boss to call you in for fucking 20 years?
Because I took a chance. Columbus did.
Yeah, I want to.
And over here, we're doing good, and we're trying, and I gotta go back to work. The camera's still not here.
It's here.
I walked in this morning. He's got fucking shorts on, white as fucking Jew legs. You ever seen in your life? I thought he was trying to seduce me. I was ready to stab him in his fucking Jew stomach. And but it's a fucking beautiful day to be alive. You're here. You're an American. That's what the point I'm trying to make with that song. There's a part in there when he goes, "We'll come into your town. We'll help you party down. We're an American fucking band, okay? You're going to rehab when we leave, and your mouth's gonna be stretched out, and the cocks we're gonna put in it. But you're in a fucking party with an American band. That's all that happens, you know." Anyway,
Jesus Christ, that's what you thought you were when you were 5.
That's what I thought when I was 5, and I heard that song. Used to just rattle me. I can't tell you how much it would just take me from point A to point B within minutes. I'd run.
Yeah, you're already on your second joint of being here, which I'm sure is like your third or fourth joint of the day.
Nah, I did just 2. I got a slow start this morning. I didn't get home till about 11:15 last night. And I was going to make a cup of coffee and hang out, and I'll tell you what, I fucking couldn't. I was so tired. I ate a fucking something. Ooh, a Bang chocolate bar.
Jesus.
At about 175 milligrams. I was tied up. I had to go to the doctor the last 2 days for my hearing. You know, I'm fucking deaf.
Yeah.
It's official. It's over. Till I come back in 6 months, we're considering putting some apparatuses in your fucking ear or something.
Jesus Christ.
My left ear, I can't really focus on sound. I could hear. So when you talk to me, you have to talk to me on my right side.
Oh, okay.
And I'm getting old, folks. This is what happens.
Well, you also blast. You don't listen to music. You blast music.
Since day one, there's only one way to fucking blast it. I love loud music, and if it ain't loud enough, I like earphones, and I'll loud it up there. When I had my fucking Walkman, let's say this is how long I've been blasting my fucking ears. I had a separate power booster that you buy. Sony.
They made those for Walkman.
For Walkman, that little thing with equalizers.
Yeah.
Tremendous. I've still got one at the house with an iPod.
Oh shit.
So you plug it into the iPod, and then you put the speakers into there, and it goes through there. You blast your head off. Blast your fucking head off. I love it. I love loud shit. Get stoned and just sit back and listen to like Master Reality all fucked up.
At least you enjoyed the sound when you could hear it.
What are you going to do? I'm going to smoke this bone by myself, Lee?
I've already smoked with you.
Come on, let's get this party started. It's fucking Wednesday, April 10th. You know, the fool is fucking dead. And let's do this, cocksuckers. Beautiful day here. You know, I told a story last night on the thing that you guys have heard before about how I got off the drugs. You know, I made a promise to a cat, my little super bad, who, when you walk in my house and you look at my other cats, you're like, there's some pretty good looking cats. And you look at Superbad, you're like, he's like the Marilyn from the Munsters. You know what I'm saying? He's like,
really?
Yeah. Superbad's not a handsome cat, but he's very warm. Like when you're sitting there watching TV, he's stabbing you in the fucking arm.
Oh, yeah.
What the fuck's wrong with you? And he lays on you. He's very loving. I gave him a lot of love, but that cat was a fucking tyrant in the beginning. That's why his name was Superbad.
Well, he still is a little bit, which is funny because when I came over, when you were leaving, I was coming over to play with the cats, and like you would tell me like this one and this one, they can't be together.
No,
they're gonna fight.
No, him and Superbad and him and Fidel. Him and Fidel are like tolerable. Like he takes shit from Fidel, but I tell you what, he fought Fidel and he fought Fidel to the fucking death. They got into a hell
recently?
of a fight. About a year and a half ago when I was on banana bread, and I just went into a nervous fucking neck breakdown. I can't handle that shit. I'm not gonna lie to you. When two animals start fighting, I'm fucking heartbroken.
Yeah, because we were over there, and like it was Superbad and Harry, and they were just like kind of looking at each other, and of course you knew what was gonna happen.
Oh, they'll look at each other all fucking day, and they start making noises, and then you hear a ruckus.
Yeah, but you have one of those air horns that they have at basketball games, and you don't even let it happen. Like, aren't cats supposed to do that, or like you don't even let it happen?
No, I don't even let the look. No. You got to nip it in the bud, like they should have stopped Hitler in Munich. That's it. You got to nip that shit in the fucking butt. It's like when you got an itch in your balls, spray that shit with Desinex, figure it out. Because you don't want that shit spread, and you're going to get a blowjob that smells like a grilled cheese sandwich down there. We don't eat them. So, no, I don't want no fights in my house. I don't like that. I don't allow that. That can't happen. We're animals. We're a family. How can you be fucking brawling in my fucking house?
Okay.
So I don't like that. Not even when I'm high. It's not cute. Dog, it'll put you into a fucking state of panic. One day, I'm doing something in the office, and I'm hearing this commotion in the fucking living room, right? I'm like, what the fuck is this? I'm hearing, like, walls getting hit.
Jesus.
Boom. The first time this started with them, I was in the kitchen, and I heard I thought it was burglars.
Was that loud?
In the bedroom about 2 years ago. And it started between Finny, Fidel, Dimmy. No, it started between Dimmy.
Really?
Super bad. Oh, there was a war in the fucking bedroom. I had to take the cats and separate them and put them in different bedrooms at that time.
That's hysterical.
It was fucking horrible. Fidel had to go into the bedroom. Superbad had to go into the office. Harry had to go into the bathroom. I had to put the other one in the kitchen. It was fucking terrible. I had to put one in a cage. That's how it started. And then it evolved into, about a week later, I'm hearing this this is the best one ever. And Superbad is fighting with somebody. Like, they're starting their little fucking, that noise shit.
Yeah.
And they're eyeballing each other. I'm like, what the fuck's this going to go down? And as I walk in, I go, Superbad. This motherfucker went off the couch and looked like whoever he was fighting. Yeah. He had just been so mad that when I go, Superbad, he looked at me and he goes, Dad, like he just went on. Like these motherfuckers. And he looked at whoever got into the fight with, and he went and attacked him. Like, just jumped on this fucking cat. I think it was Harry. Okay. And after I broke him and Harry up, he was, this is a true story, I broke them up, and he was facing Fidel on the couch. So this is going on by the fireplace. Yeah. And Fidel is on the couch. I'm doing laundry. I'm folding laundry. Yeah. And I pushed the whites to the side. I got the whites, and I'm putting the socks together. Yeah. So the basket with the laundry is under Fidel. Okay. Superbad spots fucking Fidel, jumps on the couch, like, you know what? Since I'm fucking you up, I might as well fuck that big motherfucker up over there. This is little Superbad. He jumps on the fucking couch, on the thing, like where you and he walks it like a burglar, eyeballing Fidel like, you better fucking get ready, I'm coming after you. This was like something out of a movie. I'm like, oh my God. He went up to Fidel, and they started battling on the table. Jeez. Battling, like just two fucking lights are going, the lights fall down, the light with the basket, that all went down, books went flying. These two fucking momos fall into the laundry basket, and the laundry basket tips over and it lands on them.
So it's like a cage fight.
So it's a cage fight. And I'm crying, right? At that time, I'm fucking going in Spondulix. I'm drooling. You know me, I'm half a fucking retard. Here's my two loves of my life are fighting. I can't have this shit. I can't have it. I finally pick it up. Fidel's got a scratch on his face. Superbad's got a couple scratches on his face, but Superbad took it to him.
Yeah, because Fidel's like twice his size.
Twice his fucking size. And Superbad's like, not today. Not today. This is what jiu-jitsu's all about.
Now, let me ask you one thing.
Go ahead.
How stoned were you? Because, like, you imagine this is...
Fucking stoned. I didn't expect this shit in my house. Listen, I stay in my house, so that shit don't happen. You follow what I'm saying? I stay in my house, that shit don't fucking happen. And it happens. So, listen, I love those. I love those. For people who don't know, last week when I went on vacation, it was great. It was great to be with my in-laws, but I miss those fucking cats. I feel so fucking guilty. If there would be an earthquake, I'd probably kill myself. I don't know. I don't know what I would do if I did something to cause something to happen bad to those cats.
Now, but like it's like an earthquake. You didn't cause it, but you would feel if you left and there was an earthquake, it would be your fault.
Yeah, if I was standing outside the World Trade Center with an umbrella and that thing got hit, it would be my fucking fault. I'm one of those guys, you know what I'm saying? You know, it's like archly, you're the kiss of death.
Yeah.
But you think of these cats. When I lived in Hollywood, I saw an earthquake one day. I was in the office, and I was looking at the food bowl. Something made me look at them eating.
Yeah.
And they stopped eating, and they were walking into the living room, and all of a sudden the fucking building tipped.
Oh.
You have no idea when there's an earthquake. And I say this story all the time. It was horrifying to me. I don't give a fuck what I tell you about Harlem and drugs and guns. I'm telling you, you don't know what it's like when a fucking building's shaking.
Yeah, it's terrible.
And you're stoned. Again, you know, it's fucked up to be caught off guard when you're on reefer. You get caught off guard. That's the fucking worst. You know, some Chinese guy wants to attack you with nunchucks. That's one thing. But to be fucking high, that's another. That's a fucking another. So, I saw the bowl. This is how much the building tipped.
Yeah.
That the building tipped at such a quick speed that the bowl stayed in the air. And so did the fucking cats. I saw the cats like flying, like their little legs were fucking moving. So, listen, I just worry about the fucking animals. That's my point here, you fuck. That's my point. At least I want to smoke some more dope. This was a mixture. I went over to, let me tell you something. We're very lucky here in medical marijuanaville here. But I'm working with 2 stores that are fucking tremendous. Number one, Divine Wellness. And they're not my sponsor or nothing. I'm just telling you guys, if you're in the area, if you come visit and you don't have a fucking license, in fact, I got to go renew my license today.
Already?
I gotta go pay. It was a year, April 10th. I got to go pay the $60.
Okay.
I think it's down to like $45. I'm going to go there this afternoon. Today is a special day at the house.
Why?
My wife is going back to work.
Yeah, are you having a party?
No, she's cracked. My poor wife is cracked.
She's ready to go back?
No.
She's not.
No. But she feels guilty. They paid for the baby, the whole thing. My wife is like you. She doesn't want to fucking go back to work.
No.
Lee has gotten this new thing. He don't want to work. Lee's like, fuck it. I just want to work with you. And we're going to do it. Let's go full time. We're going to go full. Not with the podcast, but other things.
It's just I had like a week off, and when you like, I was mad the other night. I tweeted something. There's so much waste at these offices. Like
I saw you said the amount of people.
It's just like
idiots.
There's people who are in charge who are just doing things wrong, and like there are so many people at the office, especially at night, who I had like an hour's worth of work last night, and I stretched it into 6 because I didn't want to leave before then. But it's just the amount of waste that happens there, and especially when I have stuff like with you that I could be doing, I feel like what am I sitting here in an office for? Like, and it is scary not having that paycheck. But I'd rather go play blackjack for half a week and come back here and do stuff with you.
Do podcasts.
And do podcasts and stuff. So it's that kind of weird. And I'm sure with your wife, like, but before the kid came, she's like, oh, I would be ready to go back to work. But now that she has the kid, she's like, wait, I'm missing stuff with my daughter to count money for other people?
Oh, my God. She's, I saw her yesterday. About fucking 15 years ago, I started dating her. And my wife was a special fucking bird. She wanted to quit smoking. She was like you. She wanted to quit smoking. One day she goes, I can't smoke cigarettes no more, even part-time. I don't like them at night. I go, how long you been smoking? She goes, since college. I go, you think you could quit? Yeah. I'll never forget seeing her like at the 8th day of quitting. Guys, she was fucking pale. She had this look in her eyes, but her eyes are beautiful blue eyes, but they get light. When she's in danger, when her mental is fucked up, you can tell because her eyes get light blue and pinned like she's doing heroin. Really? That's when you know my wife got something on her mind. When her eyes are pinned, that Indian, that fucking American Indian in her eyes get blue and pinned. That means something's fucking, and her hair gets dry. It starts popping from the ponytail. She's got something on her mind, she got to tell you.
That's funny that you know her that well after this long.
Oh, yeah, you could tell. When I came in from that thing and she hadn't smoked that 8 days, she looked at me and she goes, I'm going to the store to get a pack of cigarettes. Just by looking at the pain in her face, I understood. Then she quit, no problem the next time. But yesterday when I was leaving to go to Ari's show, she was sitting there and she was pale with her eyes were pinned. She was thinking about going back to work. But she likes the job. It's one of those things. It's like me at 8 o'clock when I have to go to kickboxing. And I'm like, 8 o'clock. I don't want to go to kickboxing. And then once I get in the car and I go, you know what? I get there. Once I'm stretching and I hit the bag, you're like, fuck it, I'm happy I came. You
Yeah.
know? My wife has good friends at that job. I've been with my wife for a long time, and I'll tell you, she was at a couple. You know, my wife worked at Starbucks in Gayville.
No.
You know, my wife was making like $200 a day working part-time at the Starbucks in Boys Town in the gay neighborhood in Santa Monica.
No.
Because that's the most prosperous the gay guys tip.
They tip that much? Holy shit.
She was working with 3 guys, 3 chicks or something, and she was coming home with a deuce a day, 3 days a week, 600 in tips and fucking salary.
Jesus.
That's what my wife did until she got the job as the accountant. You know, like she fucking...
I didn't know that. Yeah, I knew about the Comedy Store, but I didn't know about...
Yeah, the Comedy Store, and she quit there to do taxes and to fucking do the Starbucks. Then she didn't like that, so she flew over to the Disney Center, whatever the fuck she works.
Okay.
And that's what she does. But I could tell last night as I was leaving her poor little eyes, she was fucking whacked, bro.
Well, you've said it a bunch of times. Like, she didn't expect the kid, and like, this is the happiest she's ever been.
She didn't expect dick. She didn't expect nothing. Nothing. This is her, this is her whole life, guys.
Yeah. Do you think she's going to last 6 months?
No.
No?
I think she'll go to December and get the fuck out of Dodge.
Yeah.
You know, we're going to see what happens before we make a move or whatever. We're taking you to Vegas, Lee, and we're taking you to Nashville. It's over.
Let's do it.
We're going for fucking...
There's nothing for me here. But I wanted to get your opinion on something. Something happened to me last night that I think you've probably been on both sides of, and it made me feel bad, but I feel like I did the right thing. When I went to Vegas, I took a lot of money out because they charge you to take money out at ATMs in Vegas. And I actually came back on top, so I had some money on me, and I wanted to go return it last night at the ATM. And when I got there, there's one guy at the ATM, and for some reason I didn't like him, so I waited in my car, and I saw him. He walked up, and he did the thing on my door handle, on my passenger side. He looked in. I said, "This isn't your car." He's like, "Huh?" And then he walked in and got in another car, and he just sat there with his buddies. And I sat there for like 5-10 minutes, just waiting for them to leave, and they didn't leave. And I had a weird feeling, and I didn't go to the ATM. And I'm asking you this because, like, I went to school in Boston, and I never got mugged or anything. But, like, you try to be aware of things, and I'm sure nothing would have happened with this guy. But, like, I felt like less of a man. Like, I felt like, why didn't I just get out of the car? Like, why am I being afraid of some people in a car? Like, has that ever happened? Like, have you ever been mugged?
Happens to me all
like,
the time. When my mother first had the dry cleaner in the Bronx,
Yeah.
I was about 6 or 7.
Yeah.
And I would go up there on Saturdays, and one day I was at a toy store.
Yeah.
And I had $20 in my hand. Now, in those days, for a 7-year-old, to have a $20 fucking bill
Yeah.
was like rare. It was like having 100 now.
Yeah.
And I had the 20 in my hand like a fucking Momo with the top stuck out. And you
Yeah.
could see it was a 20. And there used to be gangs in those days. There's a documentary on gangs now about the Royal Javelins and the Ghetto Brothers. And I think it was the Royal Javelins chased me. But I was fucking lightning quick in those days. And I would jump through fences, and I knew all the paths to the Bronx in the back of the dry cleaner.
Yeah.
But that's the only time. But one time in Sacramento, one of those towns up north after a show,
Yeah.
they wanted to lure me into a car. And the promoter was like, "Don't go with those guys." Different things. Lee, it doesn't make you half a man. You know what stresses me out? And I hate to say it on a fucking podcast, sometimes when I see a midget. I'm not even laughing.
Why?
Because I don't know. Maybe they want to fight me, and what do? You have to kick them. You know how embarrassing that is to go to jail for kicking a fucking midget if he goes crazy on me or something like that? I have fears and dilemmas, too. There's certain people I see that you feel like you're a porcupine. You have to put your spikes up. When I see those people, I don't want to be around them.
Especially
you did the right thing.
You grew up in the city too, and I just like I never understand when sometimes people get mugged and it's not their fault.
First of all, you never put money into a fucking ATM. Hold on to it till the next day and spend it, because you will never have in the week you got money to leave. No, why not? Why not? Because don't put money back in an ATM. You put checks into a fucking ATM. Don't waste your time at 9 o'clock. You know that you're in Van Nuys. You're a block away. We're 4 blocks away from hell.
Yeah.
At night. They lit a fucking lady on fire a couple months ago at a bus stop up there. You never seen the black lady, the homeless lady?
No.
They don't fuck around on Van Nuys. You told me that they have hookers up here.
Oh, yeah.
They have hookers. They don't fuck around. This is a fucked up neighborhood. If I pull up to a 7-Eleven and I see 3 or 4 people, I'm not Clint Eastwood. I'm not going to gun it out with nobody. You just know. You know through body language. I know body language because I used to have that body language.
Yeah.
So I know how you move. I know what you're looking at. I could tell by somebody what they're looking at. It's a split second.
Yeah.
Or I tell my wife all the fucking time. My wife will open up a purse to get a coupon, and turn and look. That split second, a guy like me could pop your fucking wallet out of your purse or your iPhone or whatever the fuck you got. It's situations like that you have a brain fart that somebody could take fucking over you. That's why you have to listen to Pink Floyd, fucking Dogs every day. You gotta be crazy. You gotta have a fucking real need. You gotta sleep on your fucking toes. You gotta watch. You gotta fucking watch. Why do you think at the age of 19 I stopped drinking on New Year's Eve? Because you gotta fucking watch.
Yeah.
I don't turn my back to a fucking door. I don't do nothing like that. You know, you got cash in your fucking pocket. You're on double alert. If you put 2 gold chains on like half these momos, after 11, you're taking a fucking chance. You did the right thing. Don't ever feel like less of a man because you avoided a situation.
Yeah.
You're not in business to, you know.
It just felt like it felt weird. And like, I mean, I grew up in Boston and I wouldn't.
You had a feeling. You had a feeling within your fucking balls. Listen, your stomach don't lie to you.
Yeah.
Your feelings don't. Your initial fucking feeling is all that matters. That's what pisses me off about people. That's why people will say, what the fuck, that's funny, because that was your initial fucking thought. Yeah. You're sitting around with 4 people. It's that thing, the Grammys, whatever it was a couple of weeks ago, and Mrs. Obama comes on, and you're like, damn, Mrs. Obama's looking fucking good. That's the first thought that comes to your fucking mind. That's what people want to hear from you.
Yeah.
That's the thought that when people hear from you, they go, wow, this guy's real. If you let that thought come out, wow, I would suck Mrs. Obama's pussy. You know that thought that goes through your mind, like something like that? I'm just making something up here, guys. Don't take me literally. But that's what's funny about people, because that's the heartbeat of your fucking mind. That's the words that are coming out of your soul. That's why it pisses me off. You're sitting in a fucking car, right? I mean, come on, let's be honest here. You're sitting in a fucking car, and you see fucking Superfly, some black guy, and the thing, swiping the card, making believe he hits a fucking doorknob, you know, and in the back of your mind, look at this fucking nigga. He's going to rob me. I mean, that's the fucking truth. I'm not racist. I'm just telling you how the fuck that's what your mind says to you.
Yeah.
That's what your mind says to you after 10 o'clock at night. I'm not being offensive to black people. I'm just telling you the fucking truth. That's the shit that people want to hear. And when we hear that from ourselves, it scares us. It fucking has always killed me. It scares us because that's what we don't want to hear. That's what society doesn't want to hear.
Yeah.
But that's what we think. Who the fuck are you, kid? Last night I was at the Storyteller show. Doesn't bother me. But this guy said something about, so I'm driving in L.A. and there's a young Mexican boy, and people laughed. A young Mexican criminal, and people laughed. That little circle of people have a little bit of racism in them. I'm not Mexican. It don't affect me. But that's the same type of fucking thing. It's very hard to laugh at. That's the first voice in your head.
Yeah.
I used to hang out with a kid that used to narrate life, and we'd be walking. Some guy be walking with a fucking club before he'd go looking at me at a rough night. You know, it's something. He always fucking had little things to say. So after hanging out with him for all those years, when I still lived in Boulder, it would say the same shit. You know, I'd see a guy with long hair, look at this filthy fuck. You know, I see a chick with a missing eye, look at somebody gangbanged her in the eyeball. There's always something. That initial thing, that's what funny is. So when you get that people, whatever fucking gut feeling you have, just go with it. Your gut never lies to you.
Yeah, that happens a lot.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Where's that Biggie shit you're going to play for me? Fat man alert. Fat man alert. It's fucking Wednesday. Count your calories, but if you don't count them, who gives a fuck? Biggie Smalls doesn't count fucking calories. It's Wednesday, motherfuckers. Wash that pussy. Imagine putting this up your asshole and just leaving it there for like a year, and then you get arrested. You pull it out the fucking cell. Tremendous.
Did you ever do that with anything when you got arrested?
Are you fucking kidding me? No, I never.
Well, no, I didn't mean to join, but like, I don't know if you hit anything up there.
No, but there's people who stick 22s up their ass and shit with silencers and hats. I don't know how the fuck they do it. I feel bad like I puncture a kidney or something like that.
Do you ever like eat a whole bag of Coke or nothing like that? Nothing like they said they have in the movies?
No. I never. You know what, man? When I got locked up, I fucked around a few times, but I saw the people that were getting high and getting caught because they're gonna catch you, they're gonna pee test you.
Oh yeah.
The state automatically does 3 pee tests a day at that time. So every fucking every day they come knock on your door. Now some days you had it was by the state, and some days you had the staff pick.
Oh, okay.
And do you know all those 8 months I was in there, I walked a thin line and I never got picked to fucking do a piss test.
Oh, jeez.
What we talking about the other day? I took a test to be the attorney. And when I got talking about the San Diego that, you know, you were asking me what I did, and I told you that it was easy. That first I became the baker, and after I became the baker, they didn't really fuck with me no more because I was the stock clerk. And I used to hide the drugs for people, steroids and heroin and speed in my thing under the crates.
Okay.
And they never brought the dogs back there. The state would come around with dogs once a month or something. It was fucking crazy. But I learned the other side of it. I learned about what people do when they're addicted. Like, this is what they'll do. This is the extremes that they'll go. It's funny, I told the story about the cat, me getting off the blow, but I had to rewrite it over the weekend when I got back from Tennessee, just so it could be sharp. You know, sometimes you rewrite a story out on paper and you look at it and you make little corrections on the story. I would never do that 3 years ago. Now that we're fucking rocking and rolling, I got to look over everything. So, and just looking over it, I thought about that last year of me getting high. And I get all these emails from people that, you know, we helped with their addiction or whatever. And it's so weird how, man, I was there. I remember how bad I was, Lee. I remember that you couldn't count on me, Lee, as a human being. And even though I loved what I did as a comic and I loved all this shit, I loved the drugs fucking more. I liked that feeling. And the last 5 years, the drug was uncomfortable, Lee. It wasn't like I was having a good time. When I was getting high, I would go to a place of, not anger, but I would go to a place of, like, frustration because I didn't want to get high anymore. I just didn't fucking want to get high no more. But I still needed to go out there and get that 60-piece, you know, $60 piece, you know, twice a night.
Now, you just did the opening with Ari for one of his podcasts.
Right.
And the kid he had on did heroin for like a year and a half. It wasn't nearly as long as you did drugs. But the way he described it was that he took the drugs at the worst points, not to get high, but to feel normal. Like, it wasn't even like he had to take it to feel normal instead of trying to get high. Was that what was happening? Like, you didn't feel normal?
No, because I didn't do it in the daytime. I did it at night. No, I felt fucking normal. I felt normal. I just felt not that I didn't feel normal. I felt that like you, I was missing out on something by doing this. Like, okay. It was time to quit. Like, what the fuck am I doing? But on the other hand, I also felt that if I quit, I wouldn't be funny anymore on stage. It would take that craziness and that edge off me.
Oh, okay.
And it's funny that way before I got high, guys, I was fucking crazy.
Yeah. Like,
I remember kids saying, you're fucking crazy. How you talking shit like that? You're crazy. So I knew for those standards, I wanted to take a chance. Mm-hmm. And, man, when you're addicted, whether it's Oxycontins, any opiates, my heart goes out to you. I've never been addicted to opiates. I wasn't addicted to blow anymore. I was addicted to the action. Okay. And one day I didn't need the action no more. Sometimes you need action in your life. I'm an action guy. You know what action is, Lee? Doing something. Making something happen at night. Instead of writing a joke, that's action. You know, I've been reading the Stephen King book. This is the second time. And he fucking... it's amazing that this is Stephen King. I understand why people come to me and ask me questions about comedy. And sometimes I get insulted because I'm like, why are they asking me? I'm a loser. You know, ask fucking Cat Williams or ask a real strategic comic. The books that you read about artists, you want to read about the struggle.
Okay.
And I like reading about the struggle, but I also want to read about his point of view. And his point of view is almost as bad as I am. Stephen King is a fucking savage. He really fucking is a really? Fucking animal. When you read on writing, this guy is a fucking animal. You know, and he talks about his drug use, and he talks about his mind, and how he's a stoner. And
is he really?
He makes me feel okay, because I know I'm okay. You know, he talks about, there's that one spot in the house where you like reading a book. It's like a chair. He describes it, and he describes you, what you like to read. He talks about what you should be writing a day. Like, if you don't do this, you're a fucking loser. So you're reading this going, you're right. He's like, if you don't write, let's say, 1,000 words a day, you're wasting your time. You should write a book. He says he wrote a book in a week one time.
Wow.
He wrote another book in 3 fucking months. You know, this guy sets a work standard for people that is amazing. You know, I listened to the London Real podcast. Mm-hmm. I got pissed at those guys because they keep retweeting to people like, Doug Stanhope retweet. Doug's got his own fucking problems. He's not going to retweet a fucking podcast. I love Doug. Don't be bothering people with that shit. But I had a great time with him. You came that day.
Oh,
we was so fucking stoned. Like, all weekend, I'm like, what did I say on that fucking podcast? I know I went off on Hindus and the fucking... I
only remember like halfway in.
I was talking about the fucking yoga guy that got caught for sexual abuse with the sauna yoga. And I love yoga and I love Hindus, but that guy's a filthy fucking freaky fucking Hindu. He's like a Hindu Sandusky, fucking these weak white chicks that they go in there. Yoga's great, and you know it. Only if you ever go to yoga in Hollywood, you'll see it. You'll see that it's like, oh my God, you have to go see Maharishi Ali Sayat. You know, and it's like a white dude with a beard that was raised in Kentucky with a suntan. He's like, he studied in India. This guy, the only India he went to is Raheem's fucking restaurant in the backyard. They do yoga there on Tuesdays. And, you know, these fucking people bite into it. And you look at these people and you're like, you know what? Why don't you go do some fucking heroin or some coke? You really need that shit. You believe that somehow, and these guys are in there barefoot with those Hindu feet, curries coming out of them, that fucking shashiba juice and all that shit they eat's coming out of them in there. The heat's up to 150. They're sweating that goat fucking nut ball. And there's these white chicks that come from family and wealth, and they go down there and put their fucking lips on that Hindu dick stem, and they suck the guy's dick to learn how to fucking do downward dog. Are you fucking crazy? Oh, he changed my life. Get your fucking shit together. Lee, what the fuck? We're talking here. What's happening, brother?
Nothing, man.
Everything. You want to smoke some more dope? You think it's time?
No, sure.
What time is it, Lee? What
It's
the fuck, Lee?
6:36.
What are you staring at? What are you staring at, Lee?
No, it's saying, I think it's saying someone called, but like it didn't ring at all, so just weird.
Yeah, it did call. Look what time it is. Put the fucking volume on.
It is on.
Then if they call...
Here we go.
Yeah. What's up, player?
What's up, fool?
Is my boy over here telling Lee, you just called a couple minutes ago, right?
Yeah.
Fucking Lee said the phone didn't ring. Lee, I got a knife right here, I swear to God. You didn't eat the edible the other day, and now you're saying, my man, I'll fucking stab you. What's happening, baby?
What's up, man? Just up right now.
You sound fucking good. Felipe Esparza on the fucking phone, one of my soldiers and shit. What's happening, baby? Talk to your Uncle Joey.
Just waking up right now, man.
Did you have some
up early?
Did you have some coffee?
No, just tea. I'm ran out of coffee.
All right. Do you drink coffee still?
Tea and G-Pen.
And what else?
The G-Pen.
Oh, you do the G-Pen too?
Yeah.
You bad motherfucker. What's going on in your life? Talk to you. Still a vegan?
Yeah, I'm still a vegan, 100%.
Talk to you're the only Mexican in history that's a fucking vegan. You follow me?
I know, man. I'm selling out.
No, you ain't selling out. You're setting the standards. They don't have to. You see these some of these Mexicans go to Zoom, but nothing's happening. Nothing's happening.
I know, man. Like a lot of Mexicans can't really drink milk. That's why we're always shitting ourselves.
Are you serious? They can't.
We run into the bathroom.
You can't drink fucking milk. You could drink milk. You fuck.
Well, listen, but you ask any Mexican, ask them. They cannot go with a glass of milk without running to the bathroom and shitting themselves in 5 minutes.
Huh. That's fucking weird.
Milk, dairy is not part of our system, man. It never was, it never will be.
Well, that must be somebody else that puts cheese on their fucking burritos.
Oh, man, we're always shitting on us. Oh, I love cheese, man.
I love fucking cheese on those fucking burritos,
I was in Boyle Heights, man, where I grew up, bean and cheese burrito for still $2.50, man.
Fuck.
Refried beans with lard, extra cheese. Forget about it, man.
I love it. There's a place over here. What's the Big Tony's on Riverside across from Rouse and Coldwater? Oh my God, fucking Felipe. They make a bean and cheese burrito and they put pico and a couple slices of avocado on that motherfucker. God damn. You go in there, you smoke a fucking number. I love it. I love it. They put a piece of chicken on a bed of salad. You don't eat chicken either?
No, man, I don't eat no meat before. I don't eat no meat. I don't eat no bacon, no fat. Man, I'm one of those fat people. I'm a fat vegan, man.
Do you eat turkey bacon?
Hell no.
All right.
I eat nothing with meat in it, man. I got sick like 2 years ago.
Felipe, I'm going to talk.
I was low carb, trying to lose weight, and then I got constipated, and I had hemorrhoids. My first hemorrhoid was like 2 years ago, bleeding out of my ass.
I remember my first hemorrhoid. I met her in the 6th grade. I still got it, cocksucker. Listen, I got to talk to you about something. When I watch your stand-up, the one thing I admire about you, I admire your character on stage, but I've always admired your writing. I've always fucking admired your writing. You've always been a good writer, And I'm reading the Stephen King book on writing, and he talks about how, for a novel, in a sense, that you should write 10,000 words a day or 1,000 words a day. How much writing do you do a day, Felipe?
I'm probably like 10 sentences a day, man.
And you still go to like a coffee shop and get high with your computer and cut seeds. Remember those
Oh,
days
man.
when you used to fucking hustle?
I used to do that. I used to do a little more. I used to be over there in Silver Lake, you know, going through on my laptop, just looking at everybody else write screenplays, and I was just trying to find girls on MySpace.
And you used to cut CDs and sell them at the fucking Improv, and you didn't give a fuck, Jack. Like a doctor. He'd go down there, do a guest set, and I'd leave, and he'd have fucking CDs outside, homemade, with stickers and fucking old photos. He didn't give a fuck. No case, no nothing. A la fucking cart.
People will call me up and go, Felipe, can you do this gig? And I'd be like, how much it cost? How much it pay? $50. Okay. I'll be there in an hour, and then I'll be burning like 10 CDs in 1 hour. Then I rush to the gig and sign up for $10 each, make $100, and then spend it on the way home.
Oh, I remember that fucking. You used to sell CDs right outside fucking the Improv. It was something that I never seen before because you usually see that on the road. You know, people do it on the road, but not in town. Only like Darren Carter, a couple of hustlers, and you're a fucking hustler, dog. You're the last of the Mohicans. Have you read this book by whatever his name is, Stephen King, on writing, Felipe?
No.
You gotta read it, bro. You know why you got guys like you have to read this? Because you realize there ain't fucking nothing wrong with you. Felipe, this guy's crazier than us, Felipe. Crazy. Talks about doing blow for days and writing books. Can you imagine, Felipe, me and you doing blow in a room and writing fucking books about Mexican getting chased with fucking... Are you fucking kidding me? That's where your imagination comes from. I never thought about it that way. It makes me want to go fucking get a gram and write a book.
I used to write a lot when I used to do meth. When I used to live over there in Frogtown, where Emilio Rivera.
Okay.
I don't know why, but I would do like 2 lines and then I just start writing like apologies.
I used to do coke until I was a mathematician, dog. That was the worst. Oh my God.
People I heard, and I start writing like sad letters to them, you know, but real poetic.
And then you wake up in the morning, you're like, what the fuck's wrong with me? I ain't ever writing
I know,
this mother. I can't say them.
Then I look and it's wet from me crying and writing.
you're like, I can't send an apology letter. I still owe that bitch $180 and shit. I can't believe how much money I probably still owe there. And people like that motherfuckers in movies, he still owes me $48. I still...
You know what? I owe my father like $11,000 just in gambling.
Does he ever try to call you and get the VIG?
Oh, hell no, man. See, my dad's a gangster, man. My dad, man, he got this big old settlement that he's been working for years, man. Like, he hurt his back when I was a kid, and he got fucked by a lawyer. First of all, he blamed that shit on me, man, because my dad never speak no English. He still doesn't speak English. He's been taking me along to translate his whole life. So I'm here to translate for a lawyer when I was like 15, and my dad finally got the money, you know, and he fucking ran off.
You should write a bit about this. It's fucking funny how we grew up translators.
Yeah, bro. My dad's paralegal when I was 11 years old.
I was my mother's fucking... you know, and it's funny because they all spoke Spanish till something legal happened. Then they lost the Spanish. Like, they didn't know how to speak English no more. I'd have to cut school. No. My mother would take me to Sam DeLuca's fucking office, and she'd play fucking stupid, and he'd fucking lay it on me, and then she'd lay it on me in Spanish, and I'd lay it back on him. I'll never forget those days as a criminal interpreter for my mother and shit like that. Fucking tremendous.
I know, man. My mom used to make me go collect her Avon money.
Remember fucking Avon, how big it was? Who the fuck buys Avon?
It was huge.
It's still
huge,
fucking
man.
huge. I used to have the cologne in the car, a glass car that had wheels on it, and you put aftershave. You thought you were fucking 10.
After cream. And you know what? It's funny, like, my mom, and everybody pays, too. My mom, they just write their name on the page. Lupe, page 9, fire engine red lipstick.
Yeah. Fucking Avon. They used to have a booklet. You know where I sold Avon? When I went to Catholic school, they made you sell Avon. Those fucking Catholic churches were fucking evil in those days. You had to bring them home for your mother and come back with an order. Or they tell you take the fucking book back. I ain't kidding you, Lee. They're worse than the fucking juice
My mom
schools.
used to make me put those Avon books are my friends' lockers in high school.
I'm telling you, they're fucking brutal.
It was embarrassing, man.
What's the company that they win the pink car? There's a different company that they win a pink car.
Lady K. That's Lady KKK.
Lady KKK. Oh no, Carrie K. What? Mary K. With the pink,
Mary K.
The Mary K. The fucking gangsters. They're like 70 years old. They recruited fucking like Denny's and shit. You see them there in the afternoon. If you sell this,
Yeah.
I remember when I lived in Boulder for like 6 months. I got attacked about selling Amway. They were like Jehovah's Witnesses, bro. Can we meet for coffee? Have an opportunity. You meet them and it's a fucking wear. What kind of t-shirt do you wear? Is it cotton? What type of tree? You know, Amway is in charge. What the fuck? You took me to Coco's to talk about fucking Amway? I'm embarrassed enough being at this fucking shit restaurant. They always take you to shit restaurants like Applebee's. Come on, have a steak. At Applebee's, I'm gonna shit blood for fucking 8 hours.
Yeah, my mom, she's pretty much every immigrant mom, Latino immigrant mom, has sold that Shockley. Remember Shockley, the vitamins? Herbalife, Crystal Promotions. And man, we used to sell pillows, man. How fucked up poor we were, man.
I'll tell you what, man. Latins like health products. If you put on Telemundo or you put on whatever for a little while, the chick who watches the baby always turns on Telemundo. And even in the afternoon, they're selling health. You know, you too could live to your 90, drink this, and they show a lady who's real. Oh, they show this fat Mexican woman in front of King Taco eating like 6 tacos. Then they show like 8 months later at the gym she lost weight. That never happens. You know, I always watch those Mexican women working out at the fucking gym. They go to the gym, get on the bike for 10 minutes, and they're thinking about food. None of those fucking minutes. And they get up, they drink some water, they sit, they wait for the friend, and then they leave and they fucking go to King Taco and kill that motherfucker. What the fuck are we talking about? Did I tell you I was high?
They buy that. And that's a big thing in the Latino market. La faja mágica. You know what's up.
Oh, that La faja. That's the fucking belt to hide their fat a little bit.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Spicks will fucking buy anything. I love them, though. What's going on with you, baby? What's been happening? Where you going? What are you doing? Talk to me.
I'm going to Yakima.
Yakima, Washington. The Palm Spring of fucking Washington. When is that?
This Friday.
This Friday you're going to Yakima. And where are you at next week?
Next week I'll be at Crackers in Indianapolis, April 17th through April 20, and then in May, Utah and Pleasanton.
Where in Utah? Salt Lake City?
Wise Guys, yes.
I'm going too. I'm going in June. Yeah, I can't fucking wait. June 14th, I'm going to fucking see the Mormons and see what's going on. I'm going to make believe I'm like the 8th husband and sling some dick or something. I never ate Mormon pussy. It must taste like fucking Coca-Cola or some shit. Don't the Mormons own Coca-Cola? Look at Lee giggling over there when I talk about eating pussy, you savage. Motherfucker went to Vegas, didn't even fuck a transvestite up or nothing. What the fuck is wrong with you, Lee? You would have fucked a transvestite up, you would have been like that chick in the UFC. Anyway, what else, beautiful? Talk to me, Felipe. I know you're 30 years. You call over here, you're talking about La Faja Mágica. Talk to me, you fuck. What are you doing today?
Today I think I'm gonna move, man, to Glendale. I'm not sure yet.
That's a good fucking neighborhood. You got the Armenians, you got fucking Portos, you got the big and fat and tall store by the mall. I like that big and fat and tall store at Glendale.
Yeah, I'm gonna mess with the Armenians, my friend.
Nothing wrong with the fucking Armenians, brother. Nothing wrong. You know, as long as you're moving ahead, I like what you're doing. You're looking good. The manager's still looking good. And hopefully we'll go to a Dodger game. We're going to try to go last week. I couldn't get... You know, my uncle is sick. My uncle's like 76, bro, and you can't get a hold of him in the daytime. And I guarantee he's fucking somebody every day. That's how perverted he is. He don't give a fuck. You know, they told him he's got something wrong with, like, his asshole. Like, he needs, like, the prostate. He told my cousin that he was going to see a Santeria doctor and take it away. He refuses to go to the doctor for treatment. And he's out there slinging dick till fucking whatever happens, happens. 76, Felipe. I'm 50. I don't want to fuck nobody. 76.
That's like my dad, man. My dad, he lives in like a senior home. But he's a player in there. He must be like the youngest guy in there. He's always has like a different woman all the time. I remember And you know what? My father always been a player, man. I don't know how he could be a player with 7 fucking kids, but he managed that shit. I remember, man, I was at the Morongo Casino just fucking around with $60 with Willie Barcena and Gabriel Iglesias, man. And Willie Barcena sees my dad with another woman, man. And you know how Willie is, bro. That's your fucking dad, bro. And my dad sees me. As soon as the first thing he said, "Mijo, ¿cómo estás? Esta es mi amiga." He goes, "Son, this is my friend," and she was paying for everything.
That's fucking crazy, bro. That is fucking crazy. Felipe, I don't know what else to tell you, cocksucker. You made my day by calling. You always make my day when you call me. We always talk once a week about something stupid. We talk about what's going on, who sucks dick, and then we get off the phone, we go on with our lives and shit. But we're going to a Dodger game. I talked to Jordan last night. He says, I got a friend, bro, that comes to all these shows that his parents do something for the Dodgers. And he tells me, just pick a game. And I always forget. He's like, pick a game. And I told him last night, I go, me and Felipe. He goes, just tell me, bro. I'll take you motherfuckers to a Dodger game. So we got to fucking coincide. We'll bring the camera and do a little video, and we'll go over there, get stoned, eat an edible. Felipe, I'm getting stoned every fucking day on those edibles. I finally figured out why I'm not losing no weight. It's the fucking edibles. It's the edibles. I haven't been counting those points. It's like 10 points a day of fucking edibles. I got to stay on the fucking elliptical an extra 2 fucking hours to burn from edibles. But I get so fucking high on the edibles, Felipe, the Bang chocolates. They gave me a fucking vitamin drink the other day. Did I tell you about that? There's a vitamin drink now with 100 and something fucking milligrams of THC. Those Chibo Chews, the one I gave Lee, the double dose, those things will fuck you up. It tastes like a Tootsie Roll. They will fuck you up. So,
damn.
I'm just trying to help you out here.
I really some good edibles at this place, like these vegan cheesecakes.
Vegan
pretty
cheesecake?
Pretty strong stuff, man. Vegan, bro. All raw.
You don't think I know this, Lee? I'm over here smoking by myself, cocksucker. This is the third joint like a soldier I'm smoking. And this is all 28% shit.
It's all fat too. I saw it, man.
I love you, cocksucker. I'll call you later. So you're in Yakima this week and Visalia next week?
No, Yakima this week and Crackers next week.
Crackers in Indianapolis next week. I got to type this down. Because
follow me on Twitter, Funny Felipe. George Diaz, man. I'm so happy for you, man. You've come a long, long way, man.
Come on, dog.
You're doing good things. You have a little kid, man. I'm surprised we're fucking alive, bro.
Can you fucking tell these motherfuckers?
Dude, I can't believe it, bro. I mean, I can't believe it, like, how what we come from, you know, like, watching everybody else blow up. Everybody was getting fat all these years. We're over here. People didn't want to book him. Remember when people would say, "Nah, I can't." Rudy Moreno, I can't book Felipe. He fucking never fucking shows up. And then, what always surprised me about you, man, how you could just do a blow and then eat a burrito right after.
Bro, I could drink a cup. I could drink a fucking cup. I could drink 2 cups of coffee and go to bed. I tell the story about drinking the 2 fucking Red Bulls, and I could go right to sleep. That shit. I remember you being in the car with me that night. You were giving me a ride. I never forget that, Felipe. And I took a bag of Coke out and I was crushing it with my fingers. And you were driving, and I put the dollar bill in it and did the whole 60 while I was talking to you. And I remember you looking at me going, "Do you have a line for me?" And I go, "I did it already. Why didn't you tell me you wanted some?"
I remember that. I was like, "God damn."
He looked at me, and this is to tell you people, I was fucked up. I was fucked up.
Took that shit in. I was like, "What the fuck?" He ate that shit like you were like the little kid that I gave all my nerds candy to hold, and then it was all gone.
It was something that I've never felt so embarrassed in my life, because there was no way I was giving you any. There was no fucking way that I was giving you any at all.
I didn't even know the quality of Coke, and you just broke it down that day. Let me tell you, man. When you do Coke, you gotta do it in New York, LA, Miami, Texas. Once you get to the Midwest, that shit been stepped on 35 fucking times. Remember that one time you told me you were at that fucking place in Iowa and that guy gave you that fucked up shit?
Bro, there was one time in Iowa they were giving me speed. One time in West Virginia, they took me to a trailer in the middle of the night. They were playing banjos and burning white people. These motherfuckers gave me a 20 of speed. I was up for a fucking week, man. It's fucking crazy what's out there. It's crazy the shit I was doing. I was playing fucking Russian roulette. I was going to Houston, Texas, had some good motherfucking powder. I had like 4 different deliveries.
McAllen, Texas, Corpus Christi.
Corpus Christi. Remember that place in Corpus?
Food. When you do drugs at the south border of Texas, like El Paso, you do a line there, and then you go do a line in Oakland, forget about it, man. Remember you said the dealer will tell you, this ain't the regular shit you used to. Don't drink a Sprite.
So, bro, I'm telling you, down in El Paso, last night we were talking about how the comedy clubs, there's only one comedy club in Houston. And I got to be as honest as I can with you. And you'll agree, Felipe, we cut our comedy teeth in Texas. Yeah. I got to give Texas, well, think about it. Between El Paso, Houston, the Dallas Improv, McAllen, Corpus Christi, and all points south, I did most of my fucking teeth cutting in Texas. That's the truth.
Yeah, me too.
From
Brownsville.
Which one? Brownsville,
Texas.
What about the time we went to that place with that kid that he was married? He was convicted of being a polygamist. When you have different wives in different states, and this guy was always coked up, and the DEA jumped the club while we were on fucking stage. The guy would do an 8-ball. He gave us both an 8-ball. He did one. He did the 8-ball before the night was over, and he was the fucking host. He was on stage fucking jawing. I had never seen anything like that. Corpus Christi, the comedy club that had 2 floors.
I know you're talking about. You're talking about that guy
Jenkins. Rob Jenkins, yeah, that fucking freaky motherfucker that was married 18 times. The club got busted 11 fucking times. I'll tell you how fucked up it is. The guy at the hotel wanted to rape Marilyn. Nobody ever fucking thought of raping Marilyn. She was 400 fucking pounds. He kept knocking on her glass door, jerking off his dick outside the fucking window. This is real. We lived through this shit.
How about, fuck that. How about Wild Wild West Comedy Club in Odessa? The place will be fucking empty. 5 people Friday night, 20 people on Saturday, and the guy will still pay you everything in cash.
But remember the bartender had big tits.
Big tits.
Big fucking tits. Her husband went to federal prison. They all went to federal prison. The guy looked like long hair, like a biker, but the wife had gigantic, beautiful fucking tits. And you knew that if you went up to him and said, have your wife show me your tits, he'd be okay. Show him his tits and shit. She had big tits. They got locked up. I mean, all those clubs went to fuck. Those people went to jail.
They're in a federal pen. All of them.
Federal fucking pen.
They even took the host, John Roman, for a year.
No, they didn't. That little retarded boy, he's a nice kid. He's a nice kid, John Roman. He's half retarded. He comes up. Hey, man, what the fuck, John Roman? Talk to me, cocksucker. I haven't heard from him.
He's going to run a big comedy show in Corpus Christi, and on the daytime rides kids around on a train at the mall.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he did.
That is fuck. What about the guy that used to
on a little train inside the mall, bro?
What about Wayete when he used to give us deposits and he canceled the gig? This is the best, Doug. We had this guy, Felipe, would go, Wayete wants you to do a gig with me in Houston. He would pay us $500 deposit, then he'd cancel the gig. Then he'd send us another $5 and do another gig and cancel it. I used to see him and go, Doug, didn't you have any gigs to cancel? I'm going broke here. How many fucking times? I remember one time he goes, I'll pay you the $500 right now. That's all you need to tell me on a fucking Tuesday. I got in that car. He lives all the way by the airport, by the donut. You know the donut on the way. He's 500 pounds. He lives 2 blocks from the fucking donut.
He's a pastor now. He has his own church.
Yeah, in Houston. And I swear to God, he'll fucking do another run to Houston, and nobody will show up, and he'll pay you fucking cash. You don't know how these magicians do it. They're magicians. That's what I call them. And then we used to go to the comic strip in El Paso. That fucking hellhole. But that's where I got the best pussy of my life.
The worst wait staff ever, man.
But they'd all suck your dick. You can't lose. You didn't have to tip nobody. I remember one time on a Sunday night, I was finger banging the waitress. She had a bush right there while she was serving drinks. She came over, and I just reached my hand up and started playing with her pussy, and she didn't move. So I moved her a little. You think I'm fucking kidding you?
She moved to Houston.
You think I'm fucking kidding you, dog? That was the crazy. Another time on New Year's, I fucked a chick on the bar staff on his desk in his office. 69 with this girl was beautiful. I took her outside, and already I had fucked her and ate her pussy. So I'm mingling with other people on New Year's, right? The world, and then it was like Y2K or whatever. This chick was hot, but one of the wait staff was making moves on her. She was already fucking drunk. We had already 69, the whole fucking thing on the floor. He's outside making out with her by the fucking ATM machine. What's the host? What's the big time comic in El Paso? He's like, whenever you know who I'm talking about. I don't know what his fucking name. No, in El Paso. He was like the
what?
In El Paso comic strip. He was like the big time comic. No, that's the owner. But there was a comedian down there that was like the hot comic for the last 18 years. He never came up. Like every time you go to El Paso.
Was a little dude?
George Ramirez.
That's that boy.
George fucking was hitting on. This chick was banging. I mean, I just happened to swoop her as she came out of the bathroom. She would have fucked anybody every night. That was nothing special, trust me. She was just, I caught her at that right time. I told her she was beautiful. We started swapping spin. I swear to God, we were in a little office 69. It was fucking, her pussy was perfect too. She gave me a number. She never answered after that. She must have fucking went to therapy. But that same night, as I'm leaving, she's outside making out with George Ramirez after I shot a fucking load in her mouth that would have killed it would have killed anybody. And he's out there humming it up with a weird look on his fucking face. We love when that's...
One of the waitresses that used to work at El Paso, she moved to Houston, I think.
Bunny with the big tits. Oh, that chick had good coke.
God. She showed up to Houston, and then like she was showing, she had like brand new boobs, right? And she was like, I got boobs now. I could tell that she'd been up for 2 days, right? She had that look like, I've been up for 2 days. She wanted to party. She wanted to reminisce El Paso.
She's beautiful.
And she was fucking partied out. And I remember, like, she said, she was showing me her body, and then she bent over, she had a thong. I swear to God, dog, she had shit in her underwear.
Yeah, she was a nasty bitch. But she would deliver coke and suck your dick.
Shit, bro. I saw shit between her legs, dog. And I was like, fuck.
Yeah, this chick would deliver coke for her boyfriend, but suck your dick.
Down at her right there.
No, I'm telling you, I would have eaten her ass. No, I wouldn't have eaten her ass. I would have eaten her pussy. I just would have put a cup on the block. I would have blocked the muffler and told her to wash that. Let me tell you something. That girl used to deliver coke for her boyfriend. And while she was there, she'd do a line with you and suck your dick and then get in the car and leave. She was great. Beautiful. Her face was fucking beautiful. Big, fat fucking titties. I'm telling you. Guys, comedy in El Paso.
I want that dude that bar used to hire that Asian girl's boyfriend just to beat up customers.
You know, I don't remember that fucking lunatic.
Remember the last chick standing in El Paso? She had that one boyfriend that was crazy. She was like Asian. She was Asian.
Oh, yeah.
She had that little crazy little Mexican fool.
Oh, yeah. She sold coke, too. She knew where to get
it. On her boyfriend.
Bro, those people in El Paso. I remember taking a girl home on a Wednesday, and on Friday she come back with her husband.
Oh,
and introduced me to the husband. This is crazy. This was fucking crazy, El Paso. And Houston was just as fucking crazy. Before the flood took that hotel down, that hotel where they used to put you, that hotel, as soon as you checked in, bro, you could go home, take a shower, and lay on the bed and get a gram of coke. Somebody would knock on your door offering you a blowjob or looking for a beer or looking for rolling papers. It was amazing. It was fucking amazing. You didn't need to do anything. Fuck going out. And Houston was great. And it's a shame. But I'm really proud of those guys down in Houston. I'll tell you why, Felipe. I was looking at the charts the other day. The Whiskey Brothers podcast is number 171 the other day. These are 3 fucking guys from Houston that, even though they don't have the clubs, they've stuck onto that fucking podcast and they make it happen. I know people who are doing a podcast for 10 years and can't do nothing with it. So I'm really proud of those guys in a way. I just bumped into one of the old Houston guys last night, Matt Tremendous, down at the Comedy Central taping, and we talked about our good old days in Houston when fucking Felipe was ordering spoons from room service.
Oh yeah.
Felipe fucking you broke Rick James's record. You ordered 6 spoons in 2 fucking hours, held by Rick James, circa 1973, Buffalo, New York.
No, bro. Bro. But he didn't have a mouth like that there with him, though.
Who?
He didn't have that. Remember that chick that used to work in El Paso who had a penis?
Yeah, she had a dick. And what was her name? Nikki, and you called her Tricky?
I call her Dickie.
Dick. And she had a little clit with a dick over it.
Oh, dude, it was like a little 12-year-old little pee-pee.
And she had a pussy right next to it?
You know how much blow I was doing?
Oh, my God.
And I already had fucked the fattest waitress in Houston history. And then she left, and then the other one came. And then, like, I put her shorts down in the jacuzzi. First of all, the whole room was flooded already. And then her little peanut showed up, like a little tiny one right into her pussy. And I was like, what the fuck, eh?
Remember Johnny Wayne? What was his name? Billy Ray? Billy Wayne. Billy Wayne. He ended up marrying the girl that was fucking hot. That chick had big.
Yeah, Rachel.
Oh my God, that chick was banging.
How could he pull that off? That guy, he used to fucking sleep in the green room. Bro.
Yeah, bro. That dude used to sleep, and he pulled off. He loved Rachel. He loved her, and he stuck it out. Hey, that's why you love a woman. He stuck it out with her. And this Rachel was a big girl from Midland, like 5'10", 165 pounds of all Texas fucking white meat. You could tell she had big tits with those big areolas. You know, like when the tits are big, but the areolas are just as big and they just lay there. Tremendous. She was banging. She picked me up once from the airport and I was coming down.
She was a long one.
She was a real long, and I was coming down off a Coke bin and she picked me up at the airport. And that was the first time I ever thought about tackling somebody. Like just tackling her off the road, fucking her, killing her, and leaving her there off the fucking...
You were thinking all Delta Burke.
Oh, my God. She was banging. I mean, she was fucking tremendous. Felipe, we got to make a move for it. You know I love you, cocksucker. I'm happy you called in. I want you to keep calling in. I'm thinking, when the fuck's Felipe again? I said, he's always out of town. But for me, I know you'll wake up early. You know I love you and your wife and the boy. And we're going to do a Dodger game, all right?
I love you too, man.
And I'll let you know when I'm going to baptize the babies. You can come. We'll eat some fucking...
Yeah, baby.
All right. I love you, buddy. Thank you. Say goodbye, Flying Jew.
Bye, Felipe.
All right.
What's up, cocksucker? What's up, Julio? What's happening?
Nothing.
What are you giggling about?
The girl with the clit.
Oh my God, you wouldn't have fucking believed it. That was crazy. We can't. These are endless. These stories about Houston and El Paso and fucking Austin. And this is in every city.
Yeah, aren't you in Austin in like the next month or two?
Mm-hmm. First, I'm in Miami in 2 fucking weeks. And as usual, let me tell you something. So Monday, I'm telling you, this strong bone is working. Monday, I went back to kickboxing after a week.
Okay.
Did the 8 o'clock class. And there was only 6 people in the fucking class. But I was like, it was me and somebody else that had been going. So they made me do the warm-ups. I did the warm-ups. He gave me a new guy. I worked with the new guy. He made me teach him how to kick. I taught him how to kick. But I had to keep spinning my fucking heel again, and I kept doing it. When you throw a roundhouse kick, you got to spin on the ball of your fucking foot.
Okay.
You know, if you don't, you'll tear your fucking knee. Oof. Eventually, you'll tear a meniscus or you'll do something. I went, and you know what? My cardio was on the money on Monday. I was very surprised because it was a late workout. Mm-hmm. And then yesterday, I had a big day. I had to go to acupuncture. I had to go to fucking the ear doctor. And I had to get a workout in because when I do a show like that, I want to work out so I can think about the material and think about the order and some time.
Yeah.
And I gotta tell you, Lee, I went on that fucking elliptical and I hit 30 minutes for the first time.
Oh, so that's hard for 30
and
minutes.
My goal was 26 minutes.
Okay.
It was the 26 and 1 minute of the warm up, and I was out of there. But you know what, Lee? I was really proud. And then I hit the bag for 30 minutes. The fucking shirt still smells. It was dry last night when I finally got home. I went over that too. But the strong bone really takes that pain away from my joints I used to get in my feet. Like if I want to jump rope or something. You know, jumping rope, 5 minutes of jumping rope, they say, is equal to 20 minutes of jogging.
Oh,
when you're
really?
a fat fuck, you don't really want to jog, because you'll have pain in your feet. But if you jump rope, even if you want to eliminate that pain and still get that aerobic workout, please do me a favor. Go to Onnit.com. They got some great fucking shit. Get the strong bone. I couldn't fucking tell you enough. Get the fucking hemp protein. Learn how to eat a little better. Listen, I ain't losing weight because I don't want to lose weight. I'm eating these fucking edibles and they make me hungry. Yesterday I was down to the point. I ate 2 salads and I went to that show with Ari and I ended up eating 2 slices of fucking pizza because I was so high from the edible I wanted to come down. Sometimes you got to trim the fucking fat off. Tonight I'm going to Roscoe's to do comedy. I wanted you to come again because Roscoe's is in Orange with George Perez and I love their fucking sandwiches.
Oh, nice.
Oh, they got sandwiches. Real healthy meat, nice cut turkey, nice cut tuna salad. They have an albacore. So what I do when I go down there, I get the albacore in a cup.
Okay.
And I eliminate the bread. You like tuna too. I love tuna out of a fucking cup. I had some at Ralph's yesterday in Hollywood. I was hungry and I went in and got just some tuna.
Just a can of tuna?
No, I get the herb tuna with the whatever. Listen, I ain't no fucking Johnny bodybuilder. I ain't eating that fucking mercury by itself. You gotta add some fucking mayonnaise to that fucking mercury. What music you got for me, Uncle? Fucking Lily. Oh shit, this is one of my all-time favorite jams. Oh shit, I was thinking about something. You know, with the Django. I'm a hypocrite sometimes.
Okay.
With Django and Chain, like I got mad because people were saying that they said the word nigger too much in the movie. And it wasn't black people who complained, it was white people. Look at these fucking sacks of shit. But then, you and I have had this discussion before how in all our lives, you've heard me say some rude shit. Not because I'm a rude person, because I have no filter, but you never heard me make a reference about Hitler.
Okay.
I don't like Hitler. And I tell you what, if a fucking Anglo makes a Hitler joke, I get it. But when a Jew makes a Hitler joke, I want to stab myself in the fucking heart, Lee. I can't. We've had it.
You got one more call coming in?
What the fuck? Is this call day today? What is this shit? Who's this?
What's up, Jose?
Don't be calling me. Only creditors call me Jose, cocksucker. State your claim. What's up, little brother?
What's up, buddy? How you doing?
Tom Segura on the fucking phone last night, killing it at the Storytellers show at Cheetahs. I almost fell off that fucking stage. I did have a lot of fun last night.
You were a blast.
Oh, you were a fucking blast. I was happy that you took the story where it went, because the other three half of fags were talking about like weed and cookies. We had to break out the heavy duty shit.
Yeah, we brought out the fucking sledgehammer for our drug stories.
Heroin, you almost OD'd when you were, and it's tough to hear you say that story. It kills me. That's the shit that used to kill me. When I see a decent guy have an accident with drugs, I expect that from idiots like me. That, you know, somebody comes up to you and says, Joey Diaz ate a cheeseburger and did an 8-ball, and he's at, you know, see the cyanide. You'd say, I could see that. But if somebody said Tom Segura drank a bunch of MGH and passed out, I don't see that, you know? So there was more going on in your life at that time. How are you, Tommy?
I'm doing great, brother. I'm doing great. Thanks for having me, man.
Oh, I love you, Tommy Buns. You're one of the few people I'm a real fan of on the stage and off the stage. You know, you're a treat to be. You make me feel warm. Like when I see you, I know I'm going to be all right. Like last night, I was surrounded with fucking Gentiles. You know, all these people looking to fucking write a warrant for me. But once I saw you, I knew I could just. I went by the chicken. I tore up that fucking chicken. Those little chicken wings they had. They had like El Pollo Loco. Those wings. I must have ate 85 of them. I was so fucking. How high was I?
I saw you when I first got there. I was like, shit. You made me feel like relaxed as soon as I saw you, and I saw you tearing up chicken wings. I was like,
I didn't give
everything's gonna be all right.
Fuck. And they had macaroni and cheese. I didn't eat none of that. I didn't eat no rice, nothing. I just ate like 3 chicken wings and I had a slice of fucking pizza. And I drank that bottle of water, but that was a lot of fucking fun. I mean, you know what, man? I'm really proud of Ari Shaffir.
Oh my God, me too, man. He's taken it to the next level with everything. It's fun to watch somebody have their career really move in another direction because they just work hard at it, man. And he's done so much hard work, and now his stand-up career has really taken off. He worked hard at this, and this has taken off. Like, he's just going to have so many great things happening for him.
All at once, and this is it. If you work on different things, and when I read the story about how he wrote his special for a year, he sat there, and and that was one of his things. Like, that's one of my things. We're not writers like you. You're a great fucking writer. Duncan likes to write a lot, but you're an exception. I really like your style of comedy, and I admire that. I admire that because I never had. That's what I admire about comedy. I hate when somebody goes, "I've been writing," I've been writing so much lately. Then they go up there and do a dirty fucking joke. Oh, that fucking kills me when somebody does a dirty joke. That's what Joey Diaz does. You sat down. Look at this chick over here in apartment 56. She's banging, Lee. She got some big fucking titties. She never told me about it. She's leaving the house at 7:30. Her boyfriend just left. That means she's taking a shower right now, washing that old sperm out of her pussy. Right now, when you knock over there as the milkman, Lee, with your little hat on. Look at Lisa, cocksucker. What was I talking about? Good comedy. Anyway, fucking no. It's true how I admire writers because, like right now, I'm reading Stephen King on writing for the second fucking time because of all the drugs I did. I got no comprehension. So I got to read everything twice. And he's blowing my mind this time on the plane. He was blowing my mind with talking about what you need to write a day. You need to write 1,000 words a day. And he was talking about if you're not doing that, he writes it. I admire people who are honest with you. You know, when nothing bothers me more when I see a guy teaching a comedy class that never did the work to teach a comedy class. Just because he got a couple credits in a TV show doesn't mean he worked as a comic. You know, and you're passing bad vibes on. You know, for you to teach a comedy class, I want you to be versed in stand-up, something I'm not. But guys like you are. There's a few guys who could do it. Do you feel like that sometimes, Tommy Buns?
Oh, yeah, man. I mean, I feel like I totally agree. First of all, I think it's funny, too, when people are like, I got a new bit, and you're like, I just wrote this new bit. You're like, oh, cool. And then they're like, you ever notice how that pussy really pops on you?
It kills me. It kills me. I wrote a joke for the thing last night that I didn't write, that I didn't say on stage last night. But to me, this is a brilliant joke. You ready? I hate needles so much. I hate needles. You know that. Like when I go to the doctor, I hate fucking. It's true. I hate needles. My hate for needles is so big that it's made me hate fucking cotton. You follow me? You know when you go to a needle and they put the cotton on your ass, nothing good happens after they swipe your ass with that fucking cotton. You just feel that prick going into your fucking ass. I hate needles so much, Tom Segura, that I fucking sit there and glare at the cotton balls. And I wish I was lying to you. Like today I gotta go for my weekly shot. I sit there and when I'm waiting for the doctor, I just glare at the cotton balls, you motherfucker. That's a well-written joke right there. That's a joke that I wish, I tell fucko, the flying Jew over here, that when I watched that guy from the Family Thing host the Oscars, Tom Segura, he said one of the most brilliant jokes I've ever heard in my life. And you're going to think, Joey, come on, get it together. This is what he said. He goes, the Oscars is being watched by 8 million people worldwide. That's why in 30 minutes, what's her name? Silence of the Lambs. Jodie Foster's going to come up here and ask for her privacy. That, to me, is a well-written joke. In 30 minutes, Jodie Foster's going to come up here and ask for her privacy. I admire that. That fucking makes my dick hard. That's like a fucking joke right there. So
yeah, that's good. I wish I had that ability. Like there's people that can bang out just such really well-crafted jokes. It can be about like anything. You can toss them anything, and they'll give you setup punch. I still have to write more. My shit has to. I'll overwrite. I'll do 5 minutes of setup for a joke. I don't have that discipline with cutting out words that people do. That shit I admire too, man. I'm a big fan of that.
I'm a big fan of anybody who I could hear the joke and see them. I could see them writing it.
Yeah,
I could see them. Like I love watching Letterman sometimes because that's the quality of jokes that he has on there. So I'll tape Letterman every night. And,
oh, really?
Yeah. I'm one of those guys. Before I leave the house, I look to see who's on Conan. I look to see who's on Letterman and Leno, and I look to see who's on Showtime. And I tape him, and I watch him, begging for you. If I tape you, it's because I want you to make me laugh. And I assume you did the work. I know the career things I've done to ruin my career by not doing the work. So I assume when somebody offers you a half hour or a spot on Leno that you're going to clear your fucking schedule. And you're going to put your heart into this. And you're going to write 12 minutes because they're only going to take 6 minutes from you. But those 6 minutes are going to be, so I sit there waiting for you. Like, I got to tell you one of the best performances I've seen on Letterman. You want me to tell you who on Leno?
Who was it?
Chelsea Handler.
Chelsea who?
Chelsea Handler in 2007 when I was still doing Blow, or 2006 when I got home. And I turned on Leno, and she was going to be on, and I taped it, and I go, this is going to be a fucking disaster. And I went in the bathroom, I did the coke, I took my shit, I looked out the window, I jerked off, and at about 12:15 I came out, or 11:55 I came out to watch Chelsea Handler destroy the fucking Tonight Show. In fact, I still remember her closer, because I watched the set 80 times. Her closer was, is it okay to drink when you're going to abort the baby? She
Really?
closed with that on Leno. You know, I still.
Right.
So when I turn you on in the middle of the night and you suck dick, or I hear an old joke that you used on stage 3 years ago in fucking the El Paso comic strip or something, I shut it off immediately. Like, it doesn't even go, like, I'm ashamed that you didn't do the fucking work. Like, that's me cheering for comics. That's me cheering for fucking comics. So,
Yeah.
last night was a treat for me because I got to see guys who actually work at their craft, not bums like me that just happen to get lucky and mug a hooker and light her wig on fire. There's no writing that shit.
Yeah, but it's so much fun to watch. You know, you say it like the person who writes the stuff down is a treat, but then everybody else feels that way about watching you because people want to watch you just go up there, and your natural way of doing comedy and talking and just being hilarious is a treat for everybody else. That's what they want to see. They want to see you.
Well, thank you, brother. No, last night I was nervous, and you got me nervous, and I went up there, and I remember I was on the walk up. Just be you. That's the hardest thing to comprehend in life. That's to comprehend when people say to you, they just want you to be you. And even every day, I just want people to be them. No tattoos, no goatee, no earring, no disc in your fucking lip like you're in Africa carrying a bowl of fruit. What the fuck? We're on fucking Burbank and Coldwater, and you got a thing in your lip showing people that you care about whales. I just want you to be you. You know what I'm saying? That's it. I just want people to be you. Everybody shows up with this gust and fucking glasses on. Right now, I'm to the point where one day you're going to read breaking news. Joe Diaz just stabbed somebody in the cheek with their own fucking glasses. You know these people that walk around, they're dumb as fuck, but they put glasses on because they think it's going to impress somebody. And some people are impressed. Oh, my God. I love your glass. I'm to the point where I can't fucking take it no more. I put glasses on because I can't fucking see. Ever since I stopped doing coke, my vision went downhill. You understand me? I used to be 80-80 like an eagle. Now I'm done. I can't see nothing. Fucking, I'm strong as fuck. Did I tell you that?
The best was when you were on stage last night, just feeling in the room how many people were just happy to see you up there. Like they were just so excited that Joey Diaz was up there telling these stories. You could see it. I looked at these guys were so geeked out of their minds that you were telling these stories. It was fantastic, man. It was fun to just be in the room.
Well, thank you. I felt the same way about you. I know the Comedy Central people were looking at me petrified.
Yeah.
I love them, but they are the biggest pussies in the fucking history of comedy. You know what? Comedy really has no time for pussies. Did you ever think about that? That when you feel like a pussy as a comic, comedy has no time for it.
No, yeah, there is no time for that, man. You're 100% right about that.
You know, we were talking about your inner voice. You're talking about when you're driving down the street and you see a black guy with dreads and a fucking thing, and you're like, and to yourself, you don't say it out loud. You'll be in the car with your mother, but to yourself, you look to the side and go, look at this fucking nigga. And all of a sudden you catch yourself saying that and you laugh because you know you're not racist, but that's the first thing that came to your mind. If we all learned to say what first comes out, we'd all be so fucking gifted. We try to trap that because it doesn't, and the same thing, you see a Mexican with a fucking radio on his ear and you're thinking, who did he just rob? You don't think that he has a job. You don't think nothing like that. What did he sell on Apple? It's something about us. It's just our natural fucking instinct. But those are the things that are so funny. To bring those on stage, that's when you cannot be a put. You ever write a joke and you're like, I can't say this?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah, of course. And then you write it where, like, you say, I can't say this. And then you go back and forth with should I say it, should I don't? And then you say it, and usually that'll get a crazy reaction. And that's what, you had your doubts about it, but when you say it, it'll explode. Because it was your impulse, like first thought, like you said, where it's a genuine, authentic, real reaction to something, and that's why it goes well, because it's totally true.
Really, really is true. I love you, Tom Segura. What do we got going on next Tuesday? Tell these people the story from A to Z of what happened. We need these people to come out next Tuesday and why.
Next Tuesday is going to be awesome. We're doing a fundraiser show at Flappers Comedy Club in Burbank for the dog that Christina and I adopted about a month ago now. Theo Huxtable is what we named him, and he is adorable. Here's what happened. We went to a shelter. We adopted this dog, this beautiful, adorable little Brussels 8-pound dog, and he had a cough, and they're like, oh, he's got kennel cough. Here's a couple pills. He'll be fine. We bring him home. We don't trust them because they're fucking, scumbag shelters. So we take him to the vet, and the vet is like, yeah, he definitely has a real case of kennel cough. Just make sure you take care of it. They give us additional meds. We take care of this guy for a week. He's not eating, so we're hand feeding him yogurt, peanut butter, just anything to get him to eat. A week later, he's actually worse after a week, Joey. So we're totally just not knowing what to do. We go back to the vet. They tell us to take him to the emergency room. We take him there, and they tell us that he's basically at death's door, and he's got a 50-50 chance to make it. And we are just, so broken, dude. I'm bawling, crying. I'm crying like I've had this dog 10 years at this point. And, it breaks me up so bad. And then to think he's going to die. Then the emergency room, they take amazing care of him, but it's also crazy expensive. I don't know if you've ever put a dog in the hospital, but it's pretty.
My friend Felipe last year, the dog, $4,000 2 days before Christmas.
Really?
Yeah, $4,000 2 days before Christmas. She had to fly back and take him to a fucking vet. He scraped his foot or something. And they bang you out. What are you going to do? They don't even let you take the fucking dog.
Here's the thing, is like, when you're that emotional, too, like, I don't even understand how people can... This is a dog, at that point, we had the dog wait 10 days, and we were that attached to him. There's no way you're going to say no to whatever they're suggesting to save his life. So everything that they say to us, like, do you want us to give him that and run this test? I'm like, yeah, man. Like, is that going to help him? Yeah. Do you want us to, run this oxygen into him? Yes, of course, man. I want you to make him live. So it just added up. The great thing, of course, is that after 5-6 days in the hospital and all this treatment, he started to get better, and they could move him from their intensive care to the regular care, and now he's like 95% better. He's out of the hospital. He's living like a regular dog, and we're just the happiest dog parents ever. Totally loving this guy. But that show next Tuesday is just to help pay the hospital bills for little Theo, who we adopted. And the lineup is insane. It's you, it is Bert Kreischer, it is Mary Lynn Rice Cub, Brian Hayner, Christina, myself, and even our little brother, Red Band, is going to join us as well. So it's a dynamite lineup.
Good time. It's at Flappers. They got good chicken wings. They got good blue cheese. Yeah. They don't fuck around there. They got good pizza. They got a couple dishes there. They're Christians. Bring your cross and you get 10% off at the fucking door. But as far as the food, they don't fuck around there. They got nice salads. Healthy.
No, they don't.
They really, really do a good job there. So bring an appetite. Get stoned.
There's going to be no lineup like that on a Tuesday night in LA anywhere. So if you come by, you're going to see an amazing show. You're going to see, like I said, Diaz and Bert, everybody, and you're going to support an awesome cause, which is this amazing dog that we have that we're totally in love with.
Anything for you, brother. I fucking love you with all my heart, man. You inspire the shit out of me, Segura.
I love you, Diaz. Thank you for having me. Thanks for doing the show, man. I really
and you got a number for Flappers or anything? It's like fucking Burbank. It's on the corner. Barney's Beanery. You got food over there. I'm telling you, it's a nice little. You got a P.F. Chang's up the corner. So bring a date. Look, come to the show and then take her out and fuck her in the ass.
If you go online, if you go to TomSegura.com, you go to my website. There's links There's a link to buy the ticket, or you can go to yourmomshousepodcast.com. They both have the links. And it's April 16th. So if you go there, you click on the link. It has all the information. You can buy tickets now. And yeah, it's 8 p.m. at Flappers. Awesome.
I love you, brother. Thank you for calling in. Have a great day at your house.
Thanks, brother.
All right, my man.
Okay.
What the fuck, Lee?
What?
Are you with us today?
I'm with us.
You don't ask questions. You got me over here by myself.
What? It's your friends.
Fucking Barbara Walters.
And the number for the Flappers is 818-845-9721.
845-9721. Again, 845-9721. Lee, I want to find the clip there. I want you to find Godfather 2 ending scene. And I want you to play it. I watched this last night. About 4 o'clock.
Is it? There's 3 minutes. Sound about right? 3.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see what
James
happens.
Caan.
Okay, they're at a dinner table.
Yeah, that's it.
I understand 30,000 men enlisted this morning.
Bunch of saps. Why are they saps?
Honey, come on. We don't have to talk about the war.
Hey, Beep, you talk to Carl, all right?
They're saps because they risk their lives for strangers.
Oh, that's Pop talking.
You're goddamn right, that's Pop talking.
They risk their lives for their country.
Your country ain't your blood, you remember that.
I don't feel that way.
I don't feel that way. Well, if you don't feel like that, why don't you just quit college and go to join the army?
I did. I enlisted in the Marines.
Mikey, why didn't you come to us?
What do you mean?
I mean, Pop had to pull a lot of strings to get your deferment.
I didn't ask for it. I didn't ask for deferment. I didn't want it.
What's the world? Come on, knock it off. Come on, hey.
Come on, Sonny, punk. Sonny, sit. No, you go on, sit down.
Mommy, Daddy's fighting again.
Go show Carl the tree.
Go show Carlo the fucking tree. That means get the fuck out of the room.
Uncle Michael, Mama, Daddy.
Ain't nothing left of this week. Fucking holy shit, we smoked all of it, Lee.
Father's hard on his birthday.
That's swell, Mike. Congratulations.
That's right, encourage him. Go on, give me a drink. Go on.
One of the best scenes in any movie, a family fucking discussing a situation. Something you don't see no more.
Now, many times, he and I have talked about your future.
Talk to my father about my future. My future.
Mikey, he has high hopes for you.
I have my own plans for my future.
Once you go to college, you get stupid. Really stupid.
He's here. Come on.
Come on.
He's supposed to say, look at the hallway, look at his father. He goes, stupid, one last fucking time. Listen, if you haven't seen, Lee's been bugging me, people have been bugging me. We're going to review The Godfather 2 and 1 next week, all right?
Okay.
I know you've been bugging me lately. We got to review this because it's time. It's time, people. This is a great fucking movie. The ending of that, go show Carlo the tree. That's a code word to fucking disappear. I'm about to get my balls licked. I'm about to stab this bitch, and I don't want you to be a witness. Something's going to go down. Listen, so let me give some shout-outs so we get the fuck out of here, Lee. I got shit to do. My wife's going to work. Daniel Rodriguez, Iron Mike, Constantine, the fucking Greek, Joel, Water Boxer, Frank Westland. I love you motherfuckers. I love you to all my heart for listening. Everybody else that's part of the church of what's happening now. My girls, fucking Jill Himitsu, MB Leaf, all you crazy motherfuckers out there. It's only going to get better. I love that you people subscribe to this shit. If you have any fears, you want to quit, get the fuck off and start. Today's the fucking day. You understand me? And don't forget, Miami, West Palm, Pompano, Jacksonville, all you motherfuckers down south. This is the last time I'm going to tell you, I need your help. Tickets next Friday. I'm going to be in fucking Miami. Banana bread's going to be coming out of my fucking pores. You understand me? I'm getting out. We're going up there. I need to do 2 shows down there. I want you to go to South Beach Comedy Festival. Get yourself a ticket. Get yourself a ticket for your fucking sister. Come down. I'm going to have all North Bergen down there. I'm going to have a Carlos Perez. We're going to have like a fucking Mad Flavors World shooting outside afterward. We're going to be smoking dope. We're taking over Miami. Then we're going to go to Port Sagua and fucking eat Cuban food. So if you want to be a part of that, I'll see you next fucking Friday night in Miami. 2 shows, 8 and fucking 10. We need to add the 10 o'clock to make our what's that thing he says? We got to set our, what does he say in Scarface? We got to set our marker and enforce it.
Oh, shit.
And don't forget to go to Honor if you're going to start this little workout routine. You want to get things better. You want to have color in your eyes. You want to smoke dope. You want to go out and party with the big boys. Go to Honor. What the fuck? Go to Honor.com. Go to the top box press in church. Just read about the shit they got. Maybe just because I talk to you about strong bones just for fat people or people with joint problems or knee pain or your elbow or your shoulder hurts. I'm telling you, I'm brand fucking new. I hit the bag. I did it all. They might have something else that you might like. Whether it's the Alpha Brain that you want to try, you want to buy a jump rope, just put fucking church in the fucking top box, all right? Besides that, I'm coming to Cap City. I'm coming to Utah. I'm coming to Lexington, Kentucky. I'm coming, bitches. I just ain't got that many fucking plane tickets in me. I got to relax. You know, I got a family now. I got to go home and fucking really. And I'm looking forward to babysitting today. I got to be honest with you.
Oh, you're babysitting today?
Yeah, I got the kid for a couple hours. Juana's coming. She's going to cook. I'm going to do some laundry.
Oh, shit.
I want my wife to be confident. You know, when I come to do the podcast here, she's got the kid. I got no worries. You know, I'm always one of those parents that I worry. I worry about you when you go to Vegas. I called you. I worry about my friends when they do shit. I'm a worry ward. I worry about my friends. You guys go out and nothing bad happens. I'm proud that you evaded the situation. I never want something bad to happen to you. And I know that you're a sweet guy. When you're a sweet guy and you get mugged or something like that happens, it changes you, man.
Yeah, I would imagine. Yeah,
it changes you. That's why fucking Charles Bronson started shooting bitches in Death Wish. Because it changes you, and you're a nice, sweet fucking kid. The only one that's gonna fuck with your head is me, with the edibles and stuff. I'm happy you're still juicing. You're doing everything. You're taking care.
Well, I'm doing good. I gained 5 pounds in Vegas, and I've already lost that.
And
but
Mom's coming. And this is the last time Mom's coming. All right,
she's coming.
Every 3 months she wants to show up. This ain't no fucking Disney.
She's coming for 2 days, but I thought about something, and I want to talk to the people about it. I already did a 36-day juice fast. I'm gonna do another 30-day one, and so many people have been asking me for like the recipe and stuff. That it's not gonna cost anything, and I'm gonna start one May 1st, another 30 days, and if people want to join me, follow me on Twitter. We could all do it.
Let's do it.
We could do it together, and if you don't want to juice and you want to do Weight Watchers, I want to give you enough 2 weeks to get the juice or whatever you want to do. Let's have a healthy May and fucking everyone lose 10, 15 pounds.
Let's do it. Lee.
So follow me on Twitter, Lee Syatt. Let's do it.
Look at Lee fucking starting fucking cults and shit.
Oh, shit.
What music you got for me, cocksucker?
Do you want to do Golden Earring and finish it up, or do you want to do something else?
Golden Earring. Let's do Golden Earring. I love you guys. Have a great, safe weekend. Don't forget Miami, go online. Payday's Friday. Let's get this sold out so we can make our market and we can fucking start making it happen down there, all right? I love you motherfuckers with all my heart. Stay black. Go to Honor. I want to thank Felipe. I want to thank the other fucking savage, Tom Segura. And I'll see you guys Tuesday. Have a great week.